Have you ever felt that the things around you, the ordinary objects in your room, might actually have a hidden power? That they could somehow attract good fortune and bring more financial ease into your life? It's a beautiful thought, isn't it? Today I want to tell you about 8 simple yet incredibly potent objects that most people aren't aware of, and I'm going to share how you can use them to shift the very energy of your space. Just picture this: waking up each morning in a room that not only recharges you, but also acts as a gentle magnet, drawing in the abundance and the financial security you long for. Often, without even realizing it, we decorate our homes without considering that every single item can be a tool, a way to better our lives and our relationship with money. These aren't new ideas, these are secrets that have been whispered down through ancient times, used for centuries across various cultures to invite stability and a sense of financial calm. They are simple things, accessible to everyone, but they can have a profound impact on your life when you understand how to use them with intention, with a feeling of purpose. So stay with me, be present with me in this moment, because I'm not just going to tell you about these objects. I'm also going to share some simple ways to amplify their effects. Think of it, making this simple shift in your room become a real magnet for wealth and stability, naturally and gently. If you're feeling ready to open yourself to this, to discover how to turn your space into a haven of abundance, then this is for you. And before we dive in, I would love to hear from you. It feels like a shared moment with you right now. Are there any special items in your room that you feel draw in good fortune, or those peaceful, positive vibes? Share it with me in the comments and just write, "I'm opening to abundance." By doing that, you'll start to connect with this positive energy that we're creating here, helping it flow to you with more ease and grace. And if this feels right for you so far, let the feeling guide you, give a little like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. It's just a way to let this positive energy flow through us. Let's continue on this gentle path to well-being and abundance together. And feel free to share this moment with someone who is also ready to invite abundance into their life. Let's make this energy grow together, in all of us, around us. Now that you're feeling ready to receive, let's explore how to turn your room into a sanctuary of prosperity and positive energy. Your room isn't just a place for rest, it's a sacred space where we renew our energy. And it's a space where the flow of abundance can be awakened if we use certain elements thoughtfully and strategically. This idea of harmonizing our space isn't new at all. It comes from gentle teachings like Feng Shui in Chinese culture, where the arrangement of objects in your home deeply affects the energy we draw in. Also in ancient Buddhist and Indian traditions, it's believed that a well-kept and intentionally decorated place becomes a channel for manifesting abundance and balance. These are practices that have been around for centuries, and we're now rediscovering them to apply to our modern lives. By placing certain objects in your room, you can create an environment that doesn't only bring peace, but also allows you to attract prosperity in a constant natural rhythm. These objects aren't magic in themselves, but they have the power to anchor our intentions and focus our energy, making a space where abundance and financial security can flow freely. And soon, I'm going to share with you the story of someone who discovered how to turn her room into a magnet for money, just by following these ancient principles. Be patient, the story is coming, because in the next few moments you're going to discover how these simple objects can unlock that natural flow of abundance and money in your life. Let me tell you about Anya. Anya was a woman who, after pouring her heart into her family and home, reached a point where she felt a deep desire for stability and financial well-being. Her life was peaceful and calm, but there was always that feeling that when she tried to move forward and grow her savings, something unexpected would always hold her back. It was like prosperity was right there, but somehow, just out of reach. It began to affect her more and more deeply. One day, while organizing old books in her attic, Anya found a small notebook with notes and ancient symbols. It was a notebook that had belonged to her grandmother, a woman she'd always remembered for her inner wisdom and the good fortune she always seemed to attract. In those aged pages, Anya noticed a name in the corner. It was Elias, a friend and spiritual guide to her grandmother, someone she'd barely heard of. Intrigued, Anya decided to look him up, and after asking some family friends, she discovered that Elias was still alive. She found out that he was known for his deep understanding of spiritual practices and ancient wisdom. Driven by this feeling that answers were waiting, Anya decided to visit him in his modest home on the edge of the city. Upon arrival, she was greeted by a gentle smile. Elias, a man with kind eyes and a calm voice, listened as she shared that feeling of being stuck, those financial challenges that seemed to follow her. With a gentle tone, he explained that sometimes the energy of your home can be affected by how we place the things around us, and that just like her grandmother, she too could use these ancient practices to unlock the flow of abundance. He spoke to her about the power of specific objects and how in cultures like Chinese Feng Shui and Indian tradition, the layout and meaning of each item in a room are vital in attracting prosperity. Elias suggested that she start bringing these elements into her room, placing them with a sense of purpose, as if with each one she was opening a channel to abundance. Even though she was a little unsure, Anya decided to follow his guidance and began to bring these objects into her room. Over time, she noticed how small money problems started to dissolve. Without knowing how, new opportunities and a sense of stability she'd never experienced before began to emerge. Anya felt that finally, the space where she lived and rested was beginning to work with her. Her room had become a real magnet for attracting money and prosperity, and what seemed like a simple decoration change had become a profound tool for her well-being and financial peace. If this journey into transforming your space resonates with your intentions, I invite you to take a moment to affirm your openness to abundance. In the comments below, simply write, "My space is a magnet for prosperity." By sharing this affirmation, you're not just leaving a comment. You're actively planting a seed of intention, strengthening your connection to the energy of abundance and making this beautiful transformation more potent. And as you feel that connection, if you're called to it, please give the video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that we can walk together this journey towards well-being and abundance. Now, let's explore how each of these objects can have a big impact on the energy of your room. Stay with me, because in the next few moments, you will discover how these elements can become your allies in attracting abundance. As we saw in Anya's story, a room isn't just a place to rest. It's a sacred space that can nourish our energy and connect us with the flow of abundance we seek. In ancient teachings like Feng Shui, the layout and choice of certain objects can transform the atmosphere of a space, gently guiding us to align with the energies of prosperity and peace. Each of the objects we're going to talk about has a special meaning and purpose. Their placement in a room isn't random, but follows principles that help to remove blocked energy, opening the way for money and financial stability to naturally flow towards us. By bringing these elements into your space, you're creating an environment that supports your intentions for abundance, creating a space where material well-being can naturally grow and flourish. This simple change in decor becomes a clear message to the universe. I'm ready to receive prosperity, and I'm going to share how each of these objects can make a big difference in your everyday life. Stay with me because you're going to discover the power these elements will bring to your room and how they can turn your space into a source of abundance. We've already heard how, like Anya, anyone can shift the energy of their room and turn it into a space that attracts prosperity and financial stability. But what's even more beautiful is that the objects needed are simple and easy to get. These aren't complicated or expensive charms. They are things that you probably already have in your home or can get quite easily. Each of these objects has its own specific purpose, and by placing them in certain places, they gently open the flow of abundance and remove the blockages that prevent money from flowing freely. These elements act like gentle energy anchors designed to attract and hold prosperity over time. Now, I'm going to share with you what these objects are, along with the deep meaning behind them, and why they're seen as magnets for money and prosperity. But that's not all. Remember that if you stay with me until the end, I'll also be sharing some potent tips on how to place and activate them so that their effects amplify, ensuring that the flow of money remains constant in your life. Stay close, because in just a few more moments, you'll know all the details to transform your room into a space of true abundance. Let's now get to know these 8 objects that since ancient times have been seen as tools to attract prosperity and money. Each one carries its own special meaning and purpose. Pay close attention to the symbolism behind each object, as it's this energy that's going to make a real difference in your life. The first item is lucky bamboo. This is a symbol of growth, flexibility, and good fortune. In Feng Shui, bamboo is seen as a plant that balances and strengthens the flow of energy in a home. Its resilience and adaptability reflect our ability to overcome challenges and remain strong, which is so important when we talk about attracting money. Also, its constant growth represents the prosperity and financial development we're seeking. Having a bamboo at home is like having a living presence of abundance, a gentle reminder that just as this plant grows, so can our wealth. The next is a small mirror. In many cultures, mirrors play a very potent role because they amplify and reflect the energy around them. Mirrors don't just copy the image, they also copy the intentions that we're projecting. This small mirror symbolizes the power to multiply the abundance that we want to attract into our space. By reflecting light and positive energy, a mirror is thought to help open doors to new opportunities, reflecting money and prosperity right back to us. It's a reminder that what we're seeking outside must first be reflected within. Moving on, we have small stones or crystals, like quartz or pyrite. Stones and crystals have been used for centuries as channels for energy. Quartz is known for its ability to cleanse and amplify any type of energy, while pyrite, with its bright golden color, symbolizes wealth directly. Pyrite is even called the stone of prosperity because it gently projects the vibration of abundance and financial success. These stones help to purify the environment and create a solid base for attracting money, strengthening our confidence in our ability to create and sustain wealth. Another special object is a potted plant, like mint or basil. Living plants are symbols of growth, renewal, and vitality. Mint and basil, in particular, have a beautiful energy. In many traditions, these plants are seen as protectors of good luck and money, with an energy that feels so fresh and revitalizing. By having a live plant in your room, we're attracting growing prosperity and a continuous flow of good fortune, creating an atmosphere of freshness and openness in which abundance can flow. Next, we have a glass jar with a coin and a dried leaf, like a bay leaf. This jar symbolizes the accumulation and protection of wealth. The coin represents the money we're seeking to attract, while the bay leaf is a symbol of success, victory, and goals achieved. In ancient times, the bay leaf was used as a symbol of those who achieved their goals. By combining these two elements in one jar, we're gently representing the financial security and economic success we want to grow in our lives. Another powerful object is a green or gold candle. Candles are potent tools for channeling our intentions, and the colors we choose give them a special purpose. Green candles symbolize prosperity, money, and growth, while gold candles represent success, fortune, and clarity. Lighting a candle of these colors in the room is like turning on a light on our financial path, opening the doors to prosperity and gently guiding us towards financial stability. We can't forget a small box or wooden chest. This small chest is perfect for storing our intentions for wealth and prosperity. Wood is a natural material that symbolizes stability, growth, and security. By using a small wooden box to store our financial goals or our desires for abundance, we're creating a space where prosperity is protected and nurtured, ready to be made real in our lives. It's like a safe place for good fortune, a place where our intentions can gently grow and come true. Finally, we have the figure of a frog or toad. In many cultures, especially in Eastern traditions, the frog symbolizes good fortune and transformation. Frogs can adapt and jump toward new opportunities. It's a beautiful representation of what we want when we're attracting money and abundance. Having a frog figure in the room is like having a guardian, always reminding us that we're moving toward better possibilities, leaping toward prosperity. If this exploration of objects and their power to attract abundance resonates with your own journey, I invite you to take a moment to connect with that potential within you. In the comments below, please share the affirmation, "I welcome prosperity into my sacred space." By voicing this declaration, you're not only acknowledging the power of these objects, but also actively aligning yourself with the energy of abundance, amplifying the potential of this beautiful practice to truly transform your room. And if this feels good to you, do take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can keep connecting on this journey towards abundance and well-being. These objects, with their deep symbolism, are real magnets for positive energy and money when brought into your room. However, it's not enough to just have them there. It's important to gently activate them and place them strategically so that their energy aligns with yours effectively. In just a moment, I'm going to share those essential details with you so that their effect is much more powerful, multiplying the energy of prosperity in your life. Now that we've explored the special meaning of each of these objects, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any of these items in your room, or have you ever felt the power of attracting prosperity through the objects that are around you? Share with me in the comments, or tell me if you'd like to try any of them. Remember that by sharing your intention, you are already beginning to connect with this energy of abundance. And if you feel connected to this, please give it a little like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. And if you know someone who could also benefit from this, please share this feeling, share this video with them. Let's help more people transform their space into a magnet for wealth and well-being. It's so fascinating how each of these objects, although they seem so simple, has the power to shift the energy of our room and open the path to prosperity. But here's something important to remember. In ancient teachings like Chinese Feng Shui and Indian spiritual practices, it's not just about having the objects in your space. The real secret is in how we gently activate and position them so they align their energy with ours, acting as true magnets for money and abundance. It's like these objects are tools that, when placed thoughtfully and with clear intention, create a flow of energy in our room, allowing money, financial security, and opportunities to flow more easily. Intention is key. By activating these objects, we're sending a message to the universe that we're open to receiving the prosperity and well-being that we truly desire. And now, I'm going to share those extra tips and steps so that you can not only place these objects correctly, but also activate them in a way that amplifies their power. These are the gentle details that make the difference and are the real key to keeping the flow of money constant and growing. So let's begin. Now that we have a feeling for the symbolism behind each of these objects, let's look at how to place and activate them so that they really draw money and prosperity into your life. Each of these steps will help you align the energy of these objects with you, making your room a space of true abundance. Let's start with the lucky bamboo. To activate bamboo as a symbol of financial growth, place it in a glass or ceramic pot with clean water or moist soil. Place it gently in the southeast corner of your room, as this direction is linked to prosperity and Feng Shui. Every time you change the water or water it, visualize how the money flows to you easily, without interruption. This way, your bamboo will be full of life and prosperity. The next object is the small mirror. This mirror should be placed in a strategic spot, ideally on a wall where it can reflect natural light, or an area in your room that inspires you. But be careful not to let it directly reflect your bed, as this can interrupt your rest. When you place the mirror, make your intention clear that it is to reflect and amplify the flow of money in your life. You can say gently, "May this mirror multiply the abundance in my life." This act of intention strengthens your purpose. Let's move on to the small stones or crystals, like quartz or pyrite. Place a quartz or pyrite stone on a shelf, or on your bedside table, in a cloth bag, or on a small plate. Before placing them, hold the stones in your hands, close your eyes, and visualize the energy of wealth gently flowing towards you. Think about your financial goals and the financial stability you are longing for, and fill the stones with this intention. Remember to cleanse the crystals regularly, by running them under water or placing them in the sun for a few hours to keep their energy fresh. We'll continue with the potted plant, such as mint or basil. Place the plant near a window or at the entrance to your room. When you water it, visualize that you are feeding abundance in your life. Mint and basil have a fresh aroma that also helps to renew the energy of your space. As you inhale its fragrance, you can repeat an affirmation like, "Prosperity grows each day in my life." This practice helps keep the energy of prosperity always present. The next item is the glass jar with a coin and a dried leaf, such as a bay leaf. Place this jar in a visible spot, like on a shelf or bedside table. To activate it, take the coin and bay leaf in your hands and focus on your desire for success and abundance. Then, place them inside the jar and close it, visualizing that this jar is like a container of wealth that gently grows every day. You can say, "May this jar be a magnet of wealth and prosperity." Let's now look at the green or gold candle. Place the candle in a special area in your room, perhaps on a small table. To activate it, light the candle at key times, like at the beginning of a month or during a full moon, and focus on your financial goals. As you gaze at the flame, you can gently say, "May this light illuminate my path to prosperity and success." Always remember to put it out safely and store it in a place set aside for your abundance intentions. Another important object is the small box or wooden chest. In this chest, you can store your financial intentions or desires. Write a money-related goal or wish on a small piece of paper and place it inside the box. Visualize the box as a repository of your desires for abundance and keep it in a special place in your room. From time to time, you can open the box, read your goals, and give them a small renewal of energy, gently reaffirming your commitment to prosperity. Finally, we have the figure of a frog or toad. The frog figure should be placed at the entrance to your room or in a corner that you want to activate for prosperity. To activate it, hold the figure in your hands and gently think about the opportunities for wealth that you want to come into your life. By placing it in its spot, you can say, "May this frog bring abundance and good opportunities into my life." This is your constant reminder that wealth is within reach. By following these steps, each of these objects becomes a tool for drawing in money and prosperity. Remember, the secret isn't just to have these items in your room, but to activate them with intention and keep this connection alive over time. If you make these steps a constant part of your life, you'll see how your room transforms into a real magnet for abundance, and how the flow of prosperity remains constant in your life. If you've journeyed this far, you've taken an important step toward abundance and prosperity in your life. These objects and gentle rituals aren't just decorations. They hold the power to change the energy of your space and, with it, your relationship with money and financial stability. By including these objects and activating them with intention, you're gently opening the door to a constant flow of prosperity, attracting opportunities that seemed impossible before. Remember that the key is consistency and keeping that connection with each object alive. This is more than just a ritual. It's a way of living that gently aligns you with the energy of abundance that you truly deserve to receive. Now, I'd love to hear what you think. Which of these objects has surprised you the most, or which one do you plan to bring into your room? Share with me in the comments and write, "I'm open to abundance," to seal your intention and start drawing in the prosperity you desire. And if this has felt helpful to you, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any more of our content on prosperity and well-being. And if you know someone who could also benefit from this, please share it. Together, we can create a space of abundance and positive energy in every corner of our lives. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I'll continue to share more of these powerful teachings and rituals to attract prosperity and transform your life. Take care and see you soon.